The child who inherited a fortune but never knew it. Beginnings in obscurity, 1980s, 1990s. In the quiet town of Millville, Ohio, a child named Michael Lawson was born into circumstances that seemed to predetermine a modest, unremarkable life. Orphaned at the age of 6, Michael spent his formative years in a series of foster homes. Each placement brought instability and uncertainty, yet he remained remarkably resilient, displaying innate curiosity and keen intelligence. Despite these personal hardships, Michael excelled in school. Teachers described him as a diligent, observant student, quick to ask questions and eager to learn, beyond his immediate surroundings. However, there were factors shaping his life that he could not have imagined. Unbeknownst to him, his biological family had left behind a substantial fortune in trusts and investment accounts, all designated for his benefit. Growing up in the shadows of poverty, 1990s, 2005. Michael's adolescence was marked by economic hardship. He held part-time jobs, saving what little he could to cover daily expenses. The world he knew was one of thrift, sacrifice, and endurance. His friends and neighbors saw him as a hardworking young man, yet no one suspected that he was, in reality, a potential millionaire in disguise. The legal and financial mechanisms that preserved his inheritance were complex. A series of trusts had been established by his late parents in the 1980s, managed by a Cleveland law firm. These trusts contained strict stipulations. Funds could only be accessed when Michael reached the age of majority or under special circumstances, determined by the trustees. The intention was to protect the inheritance, but it also created a gap. Michael was unaware of the fund's existence. During this period, Michael faced the routine struggles common to youth in foster care. Housing was uncertain, and resources were limited. Educational opportunities required constant effort to access. Throughout these years, the fortune remained untouched, quietly accumulating interest and dividends, a silent guardian waiting for the day he would discover it. The revelation, 2005 to 2008. The turning point came in early 2005, when a diligent caseworker at the Cleveland law firm, reviewing trust accounts for compliance, noticed a discrepancy. A young man in Millville matched the criteria for the trust beneficiary. A formal inquiry confirmed Michael Lawson as the rightful heir to a multimillion-dollar estate. The revelation was astonishing and overwhelming. Michael, accustomed to living paycheck to paycheck, suddenly faced the reality that his name was attached to a fortune beyond imagination. Assets including real estate, stocks, bonds, and personal investments totaling approximately $4.2 million. The legal process to transfer the funds was methodical. Trustees ensured compliance with state and federal regulations, verifying Michael's identity, age, and legal standing. In 2006, at the age of 22, Michael officially gained access to the accounts. News of the inheritance, initially private, began to circulate in local media, highlighting the extraordinary circumstances of his life. An ordinary young man, raised in foster care, now financially independent overnight. Adjusting to wealth and responsibility, 2008 to 2015. The transition was complex. Michael had to navigate the responsibilities of sudden wealth. From tax obligations to investment decisions, financial advisors were engaged to manage the portfolio prudently. Michael approached these new responsibilities with caution, aware that missteps could jeopardize the fortune his parents had meticulously preserved. This period also brought psychological and social challenges. Friends, relatives, and acquaintances reacted with a mixture of admiration, envy, and occasionally opportunism. Michael had to establish boundaries, learning the balance between generosity and self-preservation. Despite these pressures, Michael invested in his community. He contributed to local educational programs, assisted other foster children, and supported initiatives for underprivileged youth, transforming his newfound wealth into a platform for social impact. His story began to be cited in financial journals, human interest documentaries, and academic studies on wealth management and social mobility. Legacy and cultural impact, 2015-present. By 2015, Michael Lawson had become a symbol of both resilience and the hidden potential of individuals, often overlooked by society. His story highlighted the disparities between wealth and visibility and the mechanisms through which fortunes can lie dormant, unseen by those entitled to them. Michael's experience prompted legal scholars, social workers, and philanthropists to reassess how estates and trusts are communicated to potential heirs, especially those from vulnerable backgrounds. His life became a case study in the intersection of social justice, financial planning, and human psychology. For Michael, the inheritance was not merely financial. It was a validation of his worth, a confirmation that perseverance and integrity could ultimately intersect with opportunity. His story continues to inspire countless individuals who face adversity, demonstrating that circumstances at birth or in youth do not define the trajectory of a life. Fortune, fate, and awareness. The story of Michael Lawson is a testament to the unpredictable intersection of fortune and circumstance. Born into hardship, unaware of the wealth awaiting him, he illustrates the profound impact that legal structures, familial foresight, and personal resilience can have on an individual's life. His journey from orphan child to financially empowered adult is both cautionary and inspiring. It reminds society that beyond headlines and financial figures lies the human narrative. Fortune may be waiting silently, and opportunity often arrives to those who have endured, persevered, and remained true to themselves. If this story shocked you, there's more. Our Rise and Fall series exposes the truth behind the biggest names in tech, money, and media. Subscribe to never miss the next twist.